Hello, Daniel here. Wow, it's been like forever since I made one of these. Um, Over the summer and everything, I guess there wasn't really much to talk about. One really, really, really big update. I'm still not on T, although that should be changing soon. But one really super huge, awesome update is that actually in trying to do the quick math here, 12 days, I am having top surgery. Yay! Fucking right. I'm having top surgery with Dr. McLean of the McLean Clinic in Mississauga, Ontario. And what's really super cool about this clinic is they don't actually require you to be on testosterone before they perform top surgery. So um, right now it's October 24th. Almost exactly a month ago, on September 25th, I went in for a consultation and I booked my surgery the same day. The surgery's on November 5th. Like I said, it's October 24th, so like 12 days away, and I'm kind of like, jumping out of my skin. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. Just, it's hard to even form a thought about it. I've spent the last month trying to form a thought about it, and it's just the overwhelming thought is yes! Excitement, and just mingled with a little bit of nervousness because I've never had surgery and I've never been put under anesthetic, and just a little scared of that specific part of this process, but I'm really, really excited for the end of that day. Not so much the beginning. The beginning, I'm sort of, like I said, I'm a little nervous about it, but that's okay. At the end of the day, like I said, the overwhelming emotion is just excitement, and it's just when I finally took that step forward to take my transition into my own hands and just book a surgery, just do it. It was like this weight just come off, and it's been really hard this month to keep my level of excitement down because every day I wake up and it's like, yes, one day closer. So right now it's like I said, 12 days away, and now the excitement's creeping up on me where I can hardly sit still, and I'm so excited. Um, what else? Originally, I'd wanted to be on testosterone first, and then sort of see how that affects my body. And I had it in my mind that then I would be able to like choose the appropriate surgical route and things like that. But it kind of crossed my mind that for me, I think I want to do the surgery first. Since I have the option, I want to do the surgery first, and then in January, I'm still sort of planning on, between me and my doctor. My phone is ringing. What the hell? Sorry. Between me and my doctor, we're trying to make January like the go date, right? So it's like I said, surgery is in the beginning of November. Recovery time, kind of into like mid-December, I guess, and then starting in January, testosterone. So I'm just really, really, really looking forward to just the physical changes. I'm really looking forward to it. Like until now, the most I can physically change is like it's just like anybody, cutting the hair off and binding the chest and growing the armpit hair and the leg hair, and just trying to physically change in what way I can, what way I have control over. Now it looks like I have control over a little bit more, so that's nice. It's nice. It makes me excited. Um, in some of my previous videos, I mentioned like not being able to be super open at work about it because, just to recap, I work in a martial arts studio and things are really formal around here. And when people address me at work, it's under the formal title of Miss Danielle, which not super cool in this situation. But I have actually started to come out a little bit more around here, so there are actually quite a few people now who know that I prefer Daniel or Danny, and some of them actually even addressing me as Sir or Mister, which is great. In my gut, I knew that people would be okay. In my gut, I know that people have known me here for years and years and years, and that they'll see more immediately sort of who I am rather than this issue. But there was still that underlying fear, like, oh shit, like, what if everybody turns against me, and what if everything that I worked hard here for goes to shit? So that right now that hasn't happened. I'm just trying to stay positive about it and just trying to just be me. And I know that the more me I am, the more chance I have of people still liking me later, I guess. So, you know, I like me. I like who I am. There's just, there's that thing that needs to change to become more who I am. It's not that I don't like myself as a person. My personality, the person that I am, I do like myself, and it's probably because that was hard won. It was a fight. It was a battle my whole life to really actually come to a place where I didn't hate myself anymore. To come to a place where I love myself. And this transition, the reason that now, I think that the reason now that it's coming out in me and that I'm taking these steps that I wasn't necessarily taking before, is because I've reached that level where I do truly love who I am. And I think that this transition, especially the surgical part of it, I think is the greatest, for me, it's the greatest expression of how I feel about myself, that I do love myself. And I don't want this surgery or any other act in my transition, the surgery, the testosterone, I don't want them to be an act of hatred, especially the surgery. I don't want it to be like an act of desecration or just mutilation. I think when you go into it with the intent, like, I hate my breasts and I just want to cut them off and I just don't care. I know that some people are in that place, that emotional state where it becomes desperate and they just hate it and they just want it gone. For me, just personally, just how I want to go into it, I want this to be not an act of desecration, but an act of creation, an act of honoring my body and who I am and who I want to be. So that's the mentality I'm going into it with, that I don't just want to, rip myself apart. I want to grow, and I want to express how I feel about myself. I feel as a man. I feel as that I should have a certain look to my chest. And this is for me personally. I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks I should look like. For me, I want to be able to look in the mirror and see my chest for what it is, for what it should be. I want to be able to put a shirt on and feel the fabric against my skin, and not this binder. I want that just for my own life, just for me. And then other people, they can kind of come second. For me, this is what I need and this is what I want. Family is having an interesting time. I think that when this was just talk, that it was easier for them to accept and to, I think, go into a little bit of denial. I don't want to judge my family harshly because, frankly, they've been excellent. They've been very supportive, and any concerns that they have are warranted. Any kind of skepticism or concern, or I think as parents and as siblings, I think that they're entitled. And my father surprised me because he's a very quiet guy, and I always felt like he and I have a very good connection, but it's a kind of a taciturn connection. It's very silent. It's very, like, I feel like we get each other. And I own this. This was my bad. I, a year ago told him I'm transgendered. And then, like, I told my mom about the surgery, but I didn't tell my dad. Because I just kind of took for granted that what my mom knows, my dad knows. Just, I figured they talk and stuff. When she told him, he was upset. And that surprised me. But then when we talked about it, the reason he was upset was how abrupt it was, how it seemed to him that I was only just talking about it and now all of a sudden there's action. It seemed to him that it was just like really precipitous. Because he said to do it this way, and this is what really made me empathize with him. It made me put myself in his shoes. He said, think about this. He said, a year ago you tell me this, that you want to be a boy. And the next thing I know, I'm taking your mother out for coffee and she's telling me that you're having a double mastectomy. And I'm like, okay, that sounds a little dramatic. I guess maybe I can see why that concerns you. Like, I mean, really, it's a surgery. It's a serious surgery. And I guess from a father's point of view, it can look like, oh, he just kind of jumped right into this. So I can see where his concern was. But after we talked about it, I think he understands where I am in my head. I said to him basically this. I'm like, Dad, I just can't do it anymore. I know that there's risks to surgery, and I know that there's no guarantees about anything. Even how I'll feel afterwards about myself, I know there's no guarantees. Because he asked me, are you 100% sure that this will make you happy? And I said, Dad, I can't tell you 100% about anything in the future. But what I can tell you 100% is that I'm not happy like this. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be called she. I don't want to be called Danielle. I don't want to be called Miss anymore. And I don't want to wake up every morning and think that I'm a boy and then look in the mirror and get confronted with this proof that I was born the way I was born. It's just, I'm reaching the state where, and I don't want to reach this state because I've been there. I don't want to reach the state where I feel emotionally desperate. I don't want to get there. And I don't think I should have to be there for this to be an okay thing for me to do. I don't think it's fair to say, well, if you're not desperate enough, if you're not emotionally crippled enough, then you shouldn't be seriously thinking about surgery. You should only think about surgery if you're like gonna kill yourself if you don't have it. I don't think that that's fair or healthy. So I basically said that to him. And so I think he said he needs time to digest it, which I respect. I understand that. But as far as supporting me, my mother, my father, and my brothers, they do support me. And at the end of the day, they really don't have much of a choice. Their choice is this, to support me or to lose me. And I don't think that they're going to choose to lose me. I don't think that that's in the cards. So really, the choice is to transition along with me, to support me, and over time, to just see me as I am. And I'm not changing. I've said that in other videos. Like, I'm not changing. And how attached are you really to a body that I'm not even attached to? You know, it's all in your mind. It's all, what the importance that you attach to my image it's all here. The importance that you attach to my soul, that should be what's important. And I think that they're coming to terms with that. I really do. So, anyways, that's the update. Top surgery, yay! After that, like I said, testosterone. And after that, I think, just living my life. Just sort of feeling it, feeling the changes and feeling what I'm going to go through, and I'm very, 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 very excited for it. Like, I'm containing myself pretty good, but pretty much I just want to jump up and down and, cheer. It's been a long time coming. It really has. So, I guess maybe, part of the reason why I haven't made another video for so long is work is busy. Very, very crazy. So, I'm really going to try and try and document the surgical process and stuff like that, but I'm really, really, really shitty at documenting things. Things just sort of happen, and I think later, oh, I should have taken a picture of that, or whatever. So at the end of the day, for my own sake, I want to take some pictures. I want to take some before pictures. I want to take some after pictures, because I want to remember it. I want to see where I am here now and where I'm going to be later, and I just want to be able to see it. So hopefully I don't forget to do that. So maybe the next video I make, I'm planning to make one like on surgery day. So look out for it then. Wish me luck. Bye.